What's going on, YouTube world? This is Brandon right here at B West Builds, and tonight I'm in the garage working on the 73 Mach 1 Mustang. So I know I haven't posted in a little while. Been helping Luke with his stuff. Luke's been helping me with this, kind of going back and forth. I'll show you a couple clips here coming up of what I've been working on with the brake lines and the fuel lines. We've got some stuff done under the rear end. I'll show you that too here in just a bit. So more or less what I'm trying to say is this car is going to be running and driving under its own power before it gets a paint job. A couple reasons for that. One, easier to move it around if it's capable of running and driving and moving. Second reason is that's a huge motivator for me because I've not really went into depth and explained this car on my channel before, but it's got a lot of sentimental value to me. And to sit in a seat, I've got a little plastic racing bucket seat just bolted in there right now, but to sit in a seat in this car and have the engine running, and to, even if I just idle it up and down the road or, you know, in front of my garage here, that's just going to be huge for me. Because I've never, until I put this engine right here in this car, I never heard this car run before. So that was the first time that I ever heard this car run, you know, hear it make any sort of noise. Getting to drive it's going to be a whole new experience for me. So that is kind of going to be my motivator to get the body work done and to also get the car painted. So looks like we're going to be painting it right here in this garage right here. So I'm going to try and do more content about it coming up because I'm getting, you know, the weather's getting a little bit nicer. Actually, it's getting a lot nicer here in central Illinois. So we're going to be doing a lot of work to this thing. Luke's going to be doing a lot of work to his stuff. You're going to see us both going back and forth to each other's shops and getting a lot of work done. So I'll show you guys a couple clips here of what I've been working on and what we've done so far. Stay tuned. Get my light here so you guys can see. So there's the brake hose mounted to the caliper. Yeah, I got a stray bolt hanging out down there. Brake hose mounted to the caliper, new banjo bolt and new copper washers. Ran up to the hard line. Hard line goes around, there's a retaining clip there. Retaining clip right there, goes up and through shock tower with a little grommet there to keep it from, and my grommet's a little wonky, but that's okay. We'll go up top here, and that's going to get hooked up there. This brake line, of course, is on the passenger side, runs across over to the proportioning block there, which you can't really see, and to get hooked up. So what was going on was, you can kind of see the original hole back here for this. Well, it was stretching this hose out way too far. I couldn't even hook this up. I couldn't even hook it up to the caliper because it was stretching it way too far. So what I did was just kind of eyeballed it. There's a couple of punched out holes here. I don't know if those were really for anything, but needed to drill a hole for the keeper. This little tab that goes in the frame rail. And then, like I said, behind here, I used a riv nut tool right here, which worked really slick, and put a riv nut in here after I drilled the hole out bigger, and I was able to put a 1/4 by 20 bolt through here with a washer, and it's held on there good. It's not going anywhere, and there's plenty of play here in the hose. I'm going to double check when I get the car either jacked all the way up on both sides or on the ground. I'm going to turn the wheels lock to lock and make sure there's not any crazy tension on these hoses. That way they don't get damaged to where they don't work. So yeah, the retaining clip's actually lined up really good with this pre-bent line right here. So I got that put on and it's looking pretty good. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm going to stop at for tonight. Tomorrow night, I'm going to do the other side here, and we'll be posting this video to you guys. Check it out, dude. Rear brake line is fully attached. And I got the fuel tank vent attached as well. Just have to hook it up back there at the tank. And just got to get my shifter adjusted. All right, now we've worked our way up to the front a bit here. There's the crossover line for the right front, and there's the fuel tank vent line, all clipped up. And got the brake line routed through here with my clips, and going into the shock tower. All right, sorry I don't have the best lighting here, but right now we are getting the drive shaft installed and tightening up the straps for the U-joint here. Go onto the yoke. There's the front of it. Not that you can see that very good. Sorry, my light's not very great. But here's the front of the drive shaft going into the transmission. And before I put it in, this thing's been sitting a long time, so I made sure my joints were good and free. These are new joints. They're just old. Heck, they're probably 8 or 10 years old at this point, but they are brand new U-joints, greasable. So I greased them up real good, make sure they were moving like they should. Put quite a bit of grease on the slip yoke here on the outside so it wouldn't rub the seal real bad. And I also put a bunch of grease on the inside of the splines so it'd work back and forth. They tend to chatter a little bit if you don't put some grease on them sometimes, so I just put some good high temp grease in there and it should be good. So yeah, Luke and I the other day, I'll get my light for you. There we go. Now you can see, yeah, see all that grease I put on there. Luke and I the other day has helped me get these brake lines ran under here in this fuel vent line. We dropped the transmission down a little bit, took the mount off, and dropped the transmission down, I don't know, maybe 5-6 inches or so, and that seemed to help substantially with getting these lines put on. For reference, if you have a car that you're restoring and you need to put your brake lines and fuel lines on it, do it before your engine and transmission's in the car. That makes it a lot easier, but we got it. He was helping me, we figured it out and got it done. So the underneath of this thing is looking nice. Nice looking drive shaft. A shifter all installed there. Did get the shifter adjusted pretty good, so it'll go into all the gears now. Once this thing has some brakes on it and can stop, hopefully a parking brake as well, we can fire it up and put it in gear and see if she'll move forward and back. This transmission was ran on a tranny dyno when I rebuilt it, and it did shift through all the gears. So I'm hoping it does the same after sitting for about 12 or 13 years. So we'll see. It's got fresh fluid in it. I changed that probably a couple of years ago. Fresh fluid, filter's good, new pan gasket. The shift shaft seal right there. Does leak a little bit of fluid, but not too bad. So yeah, she's coming right along. Look, 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 look. First time in how long? 30 plus years. This thing's had fluid in it. All right, we're gonna see how many bubbles come out of there when I hit the brake pedal. Hey YouTube, what's going on? I'm in the garage tonight working on the 73 Mustang. And I want to give a shout out real quick to Irish Outlaw Garage I met today at my workplace. Super nice dude. I want to give a shout out to him. Go check out his channel. It's Irish Outlaw Garage on YouTube. He's got a lot of projects and a lot of cool stuff. So he came in looking for something. Unfortunately, I couldn't help him out, but he was a super nice dude and got to talk to him for a little while. So shout out to him. This car has replacement floor pans on it. These are not original. So originally this had threaded bolt holes for this fuel line that's running along the rocker rail of the car right here on the driver's side. So I have one on the back side by the rear torque box. So this one's going underneath the seat pan right here. I'll go ahead and put that on real quick. So I just drilled a hole and got it in a good position underneath the seat pan where it does not matter that the screw is going up through the floor. This is a self-tapping screw. Don't want to get it too tight because I don't want to strip it out, but there you go. That's all there is to it. Sorry, my lighting's not very good. That's all there is to it right there. Looks good. Nice stainless fuel line. There's one of the original fasteners right there. Or original spots, I should say, for this fuel line. So we're gonna keep going.